White paint. It seems simple, right? But here's the truth. It's the most deceptive color you'll ever pick, I promise you. You choose the wrong one, and your room can look too cold, too yellow, or completely flat. Or even worse, like primer. But when you get it right, it's like magic. It transforms your space into a masterpiece. What's the secret to picking the perfect white without second guessing? Well, stay tuned, because I'm not only sharing the best white paint colors for every room in your home, but I'm also revealing the trick professionals use to nail it every time. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Welcome back to Top 6 Saturday, where I talk about 6 of my favorite or least favorite things in color, paint, and design. And today's all about white and off-white paint colors from a variety of different companies, because I think this is one of the most important things to nail in the color selection process. Most people use white in some form or fashion, whether it's on the walls, trim, doors, ceilings. So I wanted to tell you guys the best way to go about navigating the world of white paint colors. But before I do that, if you're looking for personalized color advice, check this out. Are you looking for a full-service online color consultation? Check out the link below, because we are offering a personalized color consultation service with Maria, our full-time consultant. You can have a back and forth communication to make sure you're picking the right colors for your space. Details are all below. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, crisp and clean whites for modern spaces. If you're going for that sleek, modern look, a crisp white is the way to go. And my top pick would probably be Benjamin Moore's Super White. It's a clean white with no noticeable undertones, making it perfect for spaces like kitchens or bathrooms where you want a clean, fresh feel. This color works beautifully with cooler materials like stainless steel or marble, and creates a gallery-like backdrop for modern furniture and artwork. Just be mindful of your lighting, because bright whites can feel a bit stark, especially in those north-facing rooms, so always test it out first. Number 2, warm whites for cozy bedrooms and living areas. For spaces where you want to relax, you want to unwind. And my favorite, flop out, warm whites are just unbeatable. And Benjamin Moore's Swiss Coffee has just enough warmth to feel inviting without feeling aggressively yellow. There's yellow in there, but it's not overdone. This makes it perfect for bedrooms, living rooms, or anywhere you want a cozy yet bright vibe. Pair it with soft textiles like linen curtains or a really nice plush rug to emphasize the warmth. And another great option is Benjamin Moore's White Dove, which is a touch creamier, less stark, I would say, and ideal for creating that soft but lived-in look. It's also one of my favorite kitchen cabinet white paint colors, but I digress. Number 3, neutral whites for versatile spaces. Neutral whites are the go-to choice for flexibility. These whites that have that subtle gray or soft beige undertones that make them adaptable to different lighting and decor styles. And one of my favorites by far is Sherwin-Williams Alabaster. It's not too cool, not too warm, and pairs effortlessly with both modern and traditional decor. This makes it a great option for those open concept spaces where you want the walls to flow seamlessly from one room to the next. And another option that I enjoy and I've actually used is Benjamin Moore's Dove Wing. It has a hint of gray, making it perhaps a little more modern feeling or contemporary, a bit fresher. It feels sophisticated, and it's perfect for those contemporary spaces, but still feels cozy enough for your home. It feels a little more gray to me than the others, but I think that's great if you're looking for that sophisticated contemporary style home that still has enough warmth where it's going to feel comforting in your home. Number 4, soft whites for hallways and ceilings. Don't overlook your hallways and your ceilings. They're the key to making your home feel cohesive. Of course, your hallway is going to be connected to so many rooms, and then your ceilings, they're going to be everywhere. So for these areas, I sometimes recommend softer whites like Sherwin-Williams Pure White. It has just a hint of warmth, but still reads as a clean white, which works wonderfully for ceilings, trim, or hallway walls that connect multiple rooms. Using the same soft white on trim and ceilings can also make a space feel a little more expansive, but if you want something that has a bit more crispness to it, try Benjamin Moore's Simply White. It's bright without being super harsh, and it has a slight warmth that complements most wall colors. Number 5, bright whites for smaller spaces and bathrooms. If you're working with a smaller room, and I mean very small, a bright white can help bounce light around and make the space feel more airy and open. It's not necessarily going to expand a space visually, but that's not really the point here. Honestly, my go-to for these circumstances lately, surprisingly, Benjamin Moore's Chantilly Lace. Now hear me out. It's as bright as they come. I don't always think that's a good thing, but I find it does work well in areas like small bathrooms. bathrooms, where I've used it not only in my bathroom, but in a client's recently, and it looked great. It also doesn't really have any undertones, despite what you might see online. Some people say it kind of looks a bit yellowy, but I think it's more so dependent on the lighting in the space that influences its look. Also, a bright home office where you want to maximize engagement and light, or even laundry rooms, especially areas that don't have any windows. You want the light that is in there to be maximized, and a bright white like Chantilly lace will be able to do that for you. Just be cautious with polarizing light in terms of really low or really high Kelvin values. If you can, stick to slightly cooler or even better neutral light bulbs for the best results, so you're not going to impact the look of this crisp white. Because if you're using it, you probably want it to look really, really bright and white and clean. Cool whites for ultra-modern spaces. If you want to move away from the warm neutral trend for a very specific area in your home, maybe your sleek modern office or even a kitchen, those yellow or creamy or beige undertones aren't doing it for you, my best recommendation would be something like Distant Gray by Benjamin Moore. I love this color whenever I need something that is cool leaning without going full on blue. Technically, it does have a gray undertone to it, but in a lot of cases, you do see that coolness coming through, which I think works beautifully with any modern contemporary finishes or stainless steel, things of that nature. Cool whites, I don't always recommend them, but I think if you're looking for one, Distant Gray is one to check out for sure. Another option would be Ultra White, which is another one of those cooler, slightly blue-leaning whites that I've used a lot on trims and doors, but I've recently switched off of it, and now I'm just going with Super White because it is super-de-duper. Okay, so here's a pro tip for choosing the perfect white, no matter what. Always test your paint in your actual space. Get a few sample pots, paint large swatches on different walls, and observe how the colors look throughout the day in natural and artificial light. Whites can change dramatically depending on lighting and surrounding colors, so take your time to make sure you love it before committing. And if you can, separate the samples by a large margin so your tester spots aren't confusing one another. And that's it.